Welcome to My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. And this morning, we want to read from Nationwide News Network website, and it concerns the businessman who was gunned down by the hoodlums, who in their turn, they were gunned down by the police. One escaped, and the police are searching for him at this point. But Nationwide News has uncovered some information that I think should be made public, and I will follow up as it relates to what some of its family members says. The slain businessman, his name is Robert Douglas Fletcher, and the recovery of two licensed firearms belonging to controversial businessman Robert Douglas Fletcher is raising eyebrows in law enforcement circles. Fletcher was gunned down by thugs at a sports bar on Old Hope Road on Tuesday. His licensed Glock pistol was taken from him by the gunmen. Two of the hoodlums were killed by police shortly after they murdered Mr. Fletcher. The businessman's licensed handgun was recovered by the police. Yesterday, police detectives retrieved a licensed shotgun from a premises which was occupied by Mr. Fletcher. But those turn of events are raising concerns in some law enforcement circles about how Fletcher could able to come in possession of two gun licenses. In 2015, despite him being a criminal convict, the businessman was issued with two firearm licenses by the FLA board, which was appointed by the then Portia Simpson Miller administration. A few years prior to him being issued with gun license, Fletcher was convicted in Jamaica of forgery and uttering forged documents. Fletcher was also reportedly deported to Jamaica from United States in connection with alleged illegal entry. It is understood that two former senior executives of the FLA management team had objected to Fletcher being issued with gun license. The objections were based on community and background checks and suggested that Fletcher was of questionable character and not fit to be granted gun license. So there we have another situation. You wonder why Fletcher was targeted by these hoodlums based on the fact that they say he had questionable characters. He might have had something to do with these hoodlums. Based on what we are hearing, it seems as if it was the act against Fletcher was not committed by men who he knew. But based on what we are hearing on the ground, there could be a possibility that men from the area hired men from outside the area to do what they had to do. And then it raises a lot of concerns when you hear that he had a criminal conviction. And why can't law-abiding citizens of Jamaica get firearm to protect themselves? And persons with questionable characters get firearm to protect themselves so easily. It should be the other way around. Persons with good quality character should be able to acquire a gun license quicker than someone with questionable character. And Jamaica is such a corrupt place. Certain business entities, certain place, corporation is riddled with corruption. Certain agencies, especially the FLA, persons have had numerous problems, and I'm talking law-abiding citizens of Jamaica, to acquire a firearm to protect themselves and their families. But yet still, these persons who have questionable characters consistently get firearm. Now, the Gleaner also did a story as a follow-up, and then you start to wonder what's going on. A brother of the businessman who was gunned down on Old Hope Road said a history of violence has haunted the family, with Robert Fletcher being the third relative killed at the said location. Now you're wondering what is going on. Would I try to start a business at a location where all of my other family members have been murdered? No, for me, I wouldn't do that. However, I am not condemning him for doing that, because at the end of the day, he's trying his business skills and see what he can make of life. However, Bruce Fletcher, which is his brother, also revealed that the family business, Travelers Rest Sports Bar, has been the victim of extortionists. In 2011, Bruce lost another family member, Martin Fletcher, at the same location. Bruce's father was gunned down there in 1989. Fletcher said he was concerned about the psychological state of his mother, who is in her 80s, and was not expected to take the loss lightly. Well, truth be told, Jamaica is riddled, especially some parishes, some areas are riddled with extortionists. They believe that whatever you earn, you must give them a percentage. And if you don't, then your life will be taken from you, or your family members will be affected, or other persons close to you will feel the pain if you don't pay extortion. Spanish Town comes to mind readily. But Bruce lost his father there and another family member at that said location. I am speaking my opinion. This is my personal opinion. There's no way I would have gone to that location to set up a business after losing my father there and losing another family member there. That's too much memories in my head. That's too much bad memories for me to stay at that location. But then you wonder, based on what Nationwide reported, that you don't know if these persons and this man had a particular conflict and it came to this. But the FLA has to do something whereby law-abiding citizens of Jamaica can acquire a firearm properly without no harassment, no one heap of collaterals, while the questionable characters persons, they simply go about their business and get a firearm very easily. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be the first to be notified. Until next time, be safe. Look out for the children. Look out for a neighbor. Look out for a loved one. And most of all, keep it locked on My Opinion TV.